The Dodgers and their league-high payroll are considering former Padres general manager Josh Byrnes to fill the same role in L.A. I'm Kerry Chow, joined by ESPN LA's Mark Saxon. Mark, Byrnes didn't exactly have tremendous success in San Diego, so why Josh Byrnes here?
Well, I guess that maybe the third time is the charm. You know, he didn't last in Arizona. He didn't last in San Diego. But, you know, Josh Byrnes does have a very good reputation within the game. And, you know, Andrew Friedman, who the Dodgers just hired to be their new president of baseball operations, they're going to kind of let him hire the guy he wants. And, you know, obviously there's probably a friendship there, and they've dealt with each other in the past, and there's a respect there. And they come from very like-minded philosophical backgrounds in terms of being, you know, coming out of the baseball analytics sort of movement, and probably feeling the same way in terms of how you evaluate players. So it certainly looks like these two guys could be the ones leading the Dodgers into what they hope will be a successful next chapter.
When do you expect them to make that final announcement? And are there any other candidates at this point?
Well, you know, they're playing it very close to the vest. Josh Byrnes' name did surface. I wouldn't be surprised if the talks are fairly, you know, far along, actually. But in terms of the time frame, there really isn't a hard one. You know, free agency doesn't start until after the World Series, and a lot of the action really gets going around the winter meetings, and that's not till December, so there's no rush. The Dodgers do have good front office people in place. Andrew Friedman himself, for example. Ned Colletti is still associated with the team, and they have Jerry Hunsaker and others. So there's really not an impetus to do it right away, but it looks like he's certainly having conversations and might be pretty far in the process.
The Dodgers season ended a little earlier than they hoped. What are the main priorities heading into this offseason?
Well, the immediate thing, they have to decide whether they're going to offer a qualifying offer to Hanley Ramirez, which, you know, might have seemed like a no-brainer. You know, why not get the draft picks if you're going to lose Hanley? I don't think they plan on signing a long-term extension with Hanley Ramirez, but the qualifying offer is actually pretty high this year. It's over $15 million, and if they decide that he's not the guy going forward, that he doesn't play good enough defense, or they want to go with younger guys, there is some risk that he would turn around and accept it because of how last offseason went, where so many of these guys were left out there without the deals that they had hoped for. So that's number one. And then two, they need to add a fifth starter. I don't think it'll be a top-tier guy. I don't think it'll be at the John Lester level. I think it'll be the next, you know, level down below that wouldn't cost them a draft pick. And then aside from that, I do think they would like to get younger. I think they'd like to be more athletic and maybe have some roster flexibility. So the next order of business, I think, would be just moving contracts and, you know, giving them the flexibility to do that.
ESPN LA's Mark Saxon. Mark, thanks as always.
All right, Kerry, good talking to you.
As always, for the latest on the Dodgers, be sure to check out ESPNLA.com. For Mark Saxon, I'm Kerry Chow with your latest ESPN headline.